Hey, I forgot to mention, will you jump on the phones with people in Lubbock and see if we can get, all the emails that we've sent, we can get somebody on the phone or through a text message or something. See if we can get a buyer that way. Okay. Okay, sweet man. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Yes. What's going on, you guys? How has everybody been doing?
What's up? How was your trip?
It was good. It was awesome.
Good.
Well, hopefully we can get a couple people on here, but if not, that's okay. How's your week been?
Been good. We pulled a couple lists over the weekend, so got started with that. Me and Duran actually were buddies, battle buddies.
Yeah. What list did you all pull?
Yeah. Pulled like South Austin area, and he was gonna go pull another list up in his area. I'm not sure if he actually got through with that or not. He's in Tennessee, I think, or can't hear you, Duran.
It's not on mute, but I can't hear you.
Yeah.
He's gonna restart or something. But okay, so you're working South Austin.
Yeah, just Austin area. And just something we kind of pulled a small list just to start with, just to, get going and kind of get the hang of pulling the list and what exact information we should be having on the list.
Right. Did what kind of list are y'all pulling?
He was following the videos that you had posted on the Discord. So I guess they're like no equity lists is
Okay.
what I'm
Okay, cool.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, how about now?
Now we got you.
Okay. No, it's actually I was gonna pull uh Mi-
That's right, Memphis, yeah.
Memphis.
hey, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, you got two accounts on you.
Yeah, but I'm not a lady. I've never been a lady. Dude does not dress like a lady.
I don't know.
That is wild. That no, that's yeah, I don't know what to do about this, but I don't like it. It's freaking me out, but I'm gonna roll with it. Okay. I pulled the I pulled the Buda list and I sent it to Drake. But my question was, you know, how how should we go about formatting this list? And do I start trying to comp things or underwrite them, or do we get a hold of the agent first? Because if the agent says no, kick rocks, then I've done all of this for absolutely nothing, and
Yeah.
then we got our feelings hurt.
Yep. Yeah. Don't underwrite until you have a deal. Just, getting that first phone call out to see if they're willing to entertain an offer, if they're wanting to talk about a sub two or a seller finance first, and then kind of ask them some leading questions like, what kind of down payment do you need, or when are you moving, what's going on, what's the situation, and then you can kind of construct the offer based on that and cash flow, right? So once you get that initial conversation out of the way, like, hey, yeah, send us what an offer would look like, then you can do some quick underwriting and get an offer out to them. But yeah,
Okay.
getting the list first, getting it in front of somebody to either text or call or whatever. That's your first step.
Okay. And then, like, let's say for me and Drake, I guess, well, I'm the integrator on the team. He's the visionary.
Mhm.
So I guess it's going to be a real integrator question. How does the training go? Is like is am I on the phone with Drake while he's doing his visionary thing while he's talking about, because Drake's a straight up gator. He doesn't have access to the sub two stuff like I have. Does that make sense?
I would be on the phone with him. Yes. Because he's going to be like just kind of pulling from whatever he's watched on YouTube, right? Which is not a problem. So we have somebody in our team, Alan, who's not a sub two student. He's a gator. And I sat on the phones with him for about a month till he kind of everything clicked for him. So no, that's not a problem. You can teach him along the way the things that you know.
Okay, well,
Well,
I mean, Myron, that's kind of like the blind leading the blind. I'm not even gonna lie
well,
to
if,
you.
what would be best is if you all get a lead, send it to Jade. She's right here. So y'all get a lead, send it over to Jade, and then stay with her on the phone and listen to what she says.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And then as far as the underwriting and the comping goes, okay, so let's say we do get a lead. Okay, lead's good. We get Jade on the phone. Jade goes through her Wonder Woman thing. Sorry, I got this whole Justice League mentality going on in my head. Don't ask me why. She does her superpower thing, and they say, yeah, no, that's fine. Blah blah. This everything's good. Can you send us over a letter of intent?
Yeah.
Or okay. And then from there, that's when I would start saying, okay, looking at comparable properties and then trying to underwrite it, right?
Yeah, so what I am suggesting we do in this group is get Jade on the phone. She knows how to underwrite, but we have a full-time underwriter on our team. But with like whatever, how many people are in here, 40, it's like overwhelming for that person. So what we can do is like, um, she can underwrite it, I can underwrite it, or our underwriter, James, he can underwrite it, and we can show you what the underwriting looks like.
Okay, so yeah,
So
that
let's,
was my biggest question.
yeah. Um, what I could do as well is maybe Monday next week, I can just get a prop, like we just got one under contract yesterday, day before yesterday. That we can show you what the underwriting looked like. Like, well, I'll share my underwriting with everybody. And it's
That
pretty,
would be great.
just ask questions. If Jade, if are you okay with something like that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, I think that would be great. I mean, I'm taking the underwriting course in sub two because that's also one of my goals. But I mean, it's a course. Everything is clinical. It's all clean. It's not real world, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but as best as I can do, I'll show you how we underwrite. And there's going to be questions that, hold on a second. I'm sorry. There are going to be questions that, there won't be any stupid questions. I'll just say that, but there might be stupid answers. I may not know an answer to something, you know what I mean? So like, don't worry about asking questions, and I'll walk you through what I do. And that's really all there is to it. Is like what our team does day in and day out to get deals and how we're underwriting them. And that's what we have to offer. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I think that's why I signed up. So I would have somebody that knows a lot more than I do. Man, if you just know what's around the corner, that's more than I know. And we could be standing on the same corner. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, let me write that down and say, actually, I'm gonna put that in the Discord right now. Let's do that right here on announcements.
And Monday's Christmas, right?
Okay, let's do
yeah.
Wednesday.
I was just checking. I mean, I'll get on here on Monday. I'm not mad about it.
We probably could, but let's do let's cancel Monday's meeting and round back up on Wednesday to go over underwriting creative deals. All right. So this is awesome. Y'all are pulling lists. How are y'all making calls? Or how are
Haven't
y'all
started yet.
Okay. Is there something that you're stuck on, or did it just kind of happen, or is there anything we can do to help you with that?
We just actually finished kind of finalizing the list over this weekend. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just taking it step by step.
Got it.
Yes. See, I got the list, and then I sent him over how I wanted to see it, but I'm a data jump. So I want to see everything. I want to be able to, format and, just look at everything on different types of ways. And then I put formulas over there on the side to see how many days has it been on the market. And then I want to see how much is it from how much they owe to how much they're asking on the MLS. And he's like, oh, no. I don't want that. So
I think this would be. Go ahead. Sorry.
And so 4 lists later, we came up with something where he was like, yeah, I can use this. I'm like, okay.
I love it.
So yeah, that's awesome. Where we so that's the evolution of the list that we got so far. And he got a usable list. Was it yesterday? Maybe, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. Yeah.
I think it was yesterday.
Yep. So
okay, that's perfect. So basically it's just Duran's gonna pull the list and Drake's gonna basically get the lead, schedule something for Jade to jump on the phone and help close the agent or the seller, whatever that list is. And then we'll underwrite it together. I'll show you how I underwrite, and then that's pretty much, and then we get the contract. That's pretty much all there is to it.
You make
Yeah.
it sound so easy.
Yeah. Well, it's really a volume game. So like you got to make about 100 offers to get a contract. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's closer to 50, but it's about 100. I'm sorry, hold on. Maybe about 100 conversations, around 30 LOIs, 30 to 40 LOIs, and then you'll get a contract. Maybe that's closer.
Is there a KPI listing for that to where we could track to say, okay, we're making, we had this many phone calls, sent out this many letters of intent to see if maybe we're doing something wrong? Because if we're exceeding the KPIs, then maybe we need to go back to training because there's something that we're missing. Does that exist, or am I asking for like a puppy with a gum gap teeth or something?
No, what you could do is the list that you gave him. When he makes calls, he can just type in there called, and it'll just that list can be your KPI tracker in a way to start out. I wouldn't go buy anything to track KPIs right now. You need to make sales. You need to get some deals across the finish line first, but you could just grab what I was thinking is we have a format that we use, and I could provide that to everybody, like what the list looks like: address, city, state, zip code, mortgage amount, blah blah blah. So that when Drake is making those calls on low equity, he will know what the equity is. So if they're negative equity, he can have that conversation. If they're positive $5,000 on equity, when I say equity, that means like, what are they going to walk away with after they sell it conventionally?
Mm-hmm.
If they sell conventional, they'll walk away with $5,000. That's really the equity that they have, because they got to pay the agents, they got to pay closing, they got to pay taxes, blah blah blah. So we have like a little format that we use. Maybe you can combine what you've come up with and ours. And when he makes calls, all he has to do is type called. You know what I mean? He'll work off that sheet. And we like Google Sheets because you can both log into it.
Yeah.
At the same time. And he can just write called, and he can say, divorce situation. They moved to Florida, other one moved to Colorado, and so they have a house in Dallas that they're paying for. Something like that. Like, give the pain, what's going on. They need $25,000 to leave the mortgage. Some kind of notes, and then Jade can get in there and say, or you can send it to Jade, however you want to do it, but that way you can communicate quicker. And then you, Duran, can say, okay, he made this many calls and he got an LOI, and he sent this many LOIs and he got a contract. And that's all within like a Google sheet.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I was talking about. I mean, luckily Drake showed me where you did the video on how to pull the list.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I watched the video, but then the part that you should have cut out was there's all these other options to pull data. And guess what I did?
Yeah.
I clicked them all.
Yeah. Oh, so like when you export out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I loved it. Drake hated it.
Yeah. As an integrator, you got to think about what is good for that person who's making the call. And I have to like, Jade, what exactly do you want? Because I can give you probably way more, So yeah, that's good that you all are communicating and pivoting as you go along. That's awesome.
Yes. So Myron, correct me if I'm wrong, but like the point of the initial call to the agent is to kind of try to poke at them to get answers out of them rather than bombarding them with uh it's public knowledge, but something that other people wouldn't obviously know. So like you're not supposed to get on the phone and start talking about your seller has no equity, blah blah blah. You want to try to get them to tell you the situation. Is that
Jade,
right?
can you answer that question?
Yeah, that's how I go about it. I'm just having a conversation and I'm leading that. Like you already know the situation really, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're leading them in the direction to tell you the real story of
Right.
what's going on. And I can send you my YouTube channel. I do live calls every Tuesday, so there's several calls on there where you'll see me go through how I do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just having a conversation, figuring out what's been going on with the listing, what's the seller situation. Have they been getting offers? Yeah, they're too low because they have to pay off their mortgage, right? They start telling you the situation and then
Right.
I go from there, but
There's also a good video, because I'm in Jeff's, Jeff Smith from Houston, I think. Can you guys
Drake
hear
is
me?
a Gator. He's not sub two.
Oh, he's doing gator
Oh,
deals?
you're asking me? Yeah, I don't
I
know.
thought he was calling agents, so that's what I was saying.
No, yeah, I am. But I don't have access. I'm not like connected with all the sub
No, but
team
it's
members.
a free YouTube video. It's not,
Okay.
yeah. I'm in a mentorship with Jeff doing I'm trying to be a closer too, right? So, but he has a
Mm,
video specifically for direct to agent, like how to handle agents. So I'm saying that could be a good video to watch. It's like his only
Jeff
video
who?
for
Smith?
agents. Um, it's I'll put it in the chat the link for the
All right.
for the for the video. But
And
he's
Jade is
mainly
your YouTube
yeah.
channel, just your name, Jade Bond.
um I don't know if that's how you can find it actually. Let me put the link in here.
Yeah, Jeff is mainly direct to seller, but he has like one video where he explained direct to agent. So
Okay, I put the
All
link
right.
in the chat.
where is
Thank
it?
you.
Where did it go?
Jay, do you do any direct to seller, or are you just straight direct to agent?
Yeah, I do. My last video on YouTube was actually direct to seller. I've been calling seller expired listings.
Oh, okay, because I get those, but for Memphis, and okay, so yeah, so okay, Drake, there you go. I'll try to filter those out as well, and yep.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Where the heck is it?
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad we're able to jump on here and give you all like undivided attention. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Um,
Yeah, I was trying not to hog the chat because I have other questions. At least I have one more pertinent one in my mind, if that's
Let's do it.
okay. As I was saying, I also have direct to seller lists, like expired listing. How would because I get them from an agent, and I had already talked to him. We already have an agreement that, you know, if I get anything off of the expired listings from him, that, you know, he gets a percentage of whatever's made. How would I bring Drake in on this? And then also, if we're needing you know, ThriveMode's help,
Yeah.
you guys as well. I mean, how does that work? Yeah, I did not put that in there. That is not
Hold on a second. Let me ask them to unmute.
Hi.
Hey, who are you?
You. Who am I? Nikki. Hold on one second.
Nikki.
I'm
Oh yeah. It says that your
I
name
think
is
it's mine. I think
Yeah,
no
I'm
way. What does it
confused.
say?
Two Durant.
somehow
Tell me what it
it
says.
says Duran. So if you can well,
Come
I
out
know
and come back in.
you can just click on yourself and click say rename.
Okay.
She's
Will
here
do.
in Dallas. I know her.
Hi, Myron. Yeah, I was
Okay.
at your last meetup in Frisco.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Probably because I clicked on the Zoom file that Duran sent to me. All right, let me go take care of that.
That's why. Okay, so you
Yeah,
have
like I said, that was freaking me out. Just straight freaking me out.
she's good.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's not funny. Okay, here we go.
Thought you
Okay,
were
so
on twice.
what's the agent gonna get on the deal? What did y'all agree to?
He's looking at 5% off of a wholesale deal.
Okay. That's not a big deal. And all he's doing, does he give you the access to MLS?
No, he's just sending me the lists. He's pulling them and sending it over. I didn't think to ask for access to the MLS.
Is he your friend?
I can
A
do
good
that.
friend? Yeah.
Well, I had met him off of I'm part of the Kentucky Tennessee you know, group where we keep each other honest and motivate each other. And he was off in there, and I just started talking to him, and he said, "You know, I'm an agent in Tennessee." I said, "No, I didn't know that." He said, and then I asked him, "Well, can you get me expired listings?" He said, "Yeah." I never
Cool.
thought to ask for access to the. I never thought about that. I guess I can ask that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so instead of you just having to take time, I would say that like this, instead of you having to take time when I need a list, can I just get the login and I'll give you an agreement for 5%? I would do that. 5% of
Yeah,
the wholesale deal of the
yeah,
assignment, I would do that.
yep.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. Is just of the assignment, because my 6 month thing is I'm not trying to hold anything. For the first 6 months, I don't want to hold anything. I'm just
Right.
trying to build up cash.
Yeah. Okay, so you need 5% to go to the agent,
Hmm.
and then that's fine. That's fine. Like if y'all are getting it that way and you want to bring it to us, we can work all that out.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That was my pertinent question. I didn't know that was Mickey down there, because I'm the one that sent her the information. I guess that now I get why she's me. She used that link to go and log in. Yeah, Drake, that's Mickey. That's
Okay.
yeah, she's Duran too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's not a problem with the agent. What other question?
Well, Well, that was my most pertinent question. Was that right there? Um, I didn't know Mickey was in here because I had talked to her about a few or one particular issue that she had in Arizona that she was trying to get figured out that nobody seemed to help her figure out. And I said, you know what, best place to go is going to be to ask off in this group.
What's going on?
Mickey,
Mickey.
are you there? It's hello, other me. Maybe she's trying to change her name. But I can tell you what she told me. Down
Okay.
in Arizona, she's got a property that she could possibly get under contract and get done as a sub two deal, except for no one can seem to find any of the owner information. I'm like, what? How? Who loses that? So there's just a free house down there. I ain't okay. I own it. Let's just go with that. Where do I go fill out the paperwork? Um, but that's what she was trying to figure out, and then she was stuck on how do I get the money to do a complete title search. And I was like, well, all of that would come down in escrow whenever you get ready to do that. Somebody's going to have to search the title to make sure everything you're trying to do is legal and that there are no liens on it anywhere. So that would be a title search.
Yeah.
And she was wondering about the money, this, that, and the other. And that's where I was like, you know what? Maybe you need to talk to Drake. Drake's a gator. He gets money. I mean, that
Yeah.
which is how she kind of came along with the whole thing there.
When you put that house into PropStream, what does the owner name comes up on county records?
Well, Myron, I didn't, embarrassing enough to say right now, I didn't ask her for I didn't ask her for the address.
Okay. Well,
I,
she can put it if it's like in Maricopa, Arizona, Maricopa County. She could just go to Maricopa County Tax Assessor, type the address in there, and it will, the owner's name is public information, whether it's an LLC, it will say LLC, you know, whatever. Phoenix, Arizona LLC, whatever it is. And then she can take that and skip trace it. I don't know, I just don't know. She's not here anymore, but there's a few ways to get the information.
okay. Well, I'll be sure to share that with her. I mean, I have PropStream because that was part of my responsibilities to get. So I'll, you know what, I can text her and ask her for that, and then see what we come up with, and
Yeah.
then from there
If it's
bring that up.
a person, if it's like just a person's name, she can either put it into True People search or skip trace it somehow. If it's an LLC, she can go to Open Corporates.
Open corporate.
Opencorporates.com, I think. And that way it depends, but sometimes you can get the owner, the officer of the LLC, you know what I mean? Whoever owns the LLC will be inside of Open Corporates. Like I think if you put ThriveMode LLC into Open Corporates, you'll see me and my wife's name.
Oh, okay. Open corporates. I got to make that an icon on my desktop, and that works for throughout the United States. It's not just for Arizona.
Yeah, throughout the United States. Yep. So it's like getting the whoever owns an LLC. It doesn't work all the time. So if you're good at setting up your LLCs, your name won't be on there. So like my holding companies, if you put my holding company in there, you won't see my name.
Okay.
That's how perfect.
You won't see mine either.
Good.
Out of Wyoming, right?
Yeah. Either Wyoming and Delaware have better anonymity. So when you go to Open Corporates or something like that, then if you have a Wyoming, it won't show. That's on purpose, right?
That's why I named my company Holding Big Ones LLC, so that so when you go to court, it's gonna be like, yo, Joe Schmo versus Holding Big Ones.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any business with somebody holding big. I'm sorry, I just don't. It does not sound right.
Dude, there's
Honestly,
never gonna be. There's only gonna be on paperwork, so I thought it was pretty funny.
Nah, I got you.
It legit says that too. It's hilarious.
Oh, look, it's Mickey. She's back. And not me.
That was funny.
Holding company too, which is funnier.
Hey, Mickey, I tried to explain about the house in Arizona and what you were looking for. And
I think I
Myron
talked to
gave
Myron
some.
about that before, right? I think, you're probably so busy, you don't remember. Yeah, I was telling Duran the other day, like it's my phantom house.
oh, you did.
Yep. Remember? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So right
There's a
now,
lot going on with that house, if I remember right.
it's such a nice house, and I don't want. I'm like, there's a lockbox on it, and we contacted the mortgage Chase, which is where he had the mortgage, and we were on a 3-way call, like our permission to ask questions and all this stuff, and Chase is like, we don't have any information. So now I think I'm just gonna. I was trying to figure out. I just want to run a full title search for myself. I think that's the best way to go, because I tried to go through the tax assessors. I tried to go through 2 different title companies, and everybody's like,
If you go to Magnus title in Arizona, MAGNUS.
no, I actually went through, it was a company that actually Pace recommended. What was the name of it? Arizona Loan? Well, Arizona Title, because I know Mike, he's actually the owner of the property. So he's actually with my home group. He's an agent in Phoenix, and so he did a prelim through a friend of his that she did a prelim for him. And then I went through another title agent that Pace recommended. I think it's called Arizona Title. I'm not sure. And
Okay.
both agents, they were both like, this is a doozy. So right now, I think I just need to run a full title search on it with all that done. Like, I think I've like all the resources that I've gotten and suggestions. So
Okay.
I think that's
And a
what
full title search should only be that's only like $200 or $300.
I thought it was like 8. A
I guess you
full?
could ask them.
Yeah, I'll ask them.
Like a company here, we have a buddy at oh my God, we have a buddy here. I can't remember what title company they're with. She'll run them for like $35. Like, give me like a prelim. Give me a prelim. Just like do like an overall, not overall. Do me like a quick search. Just make sure there's nothing crazy on this thing. And she'll do it for $35, but like a full title search where they have to like send it out. I think it was only like $250, but it probably depends on the
Where you
underwriter.
go. Yeah, we could definitely swing 250. But I think because the way I found out about it was through an investor that sent him a letter. And being an agent that doesn't know anything about sub 2 or any of the creative, he was like, I don't know why these investors keep reaching out to me. Look at that stupid letter. And I was like, well, let me see. And now that was in July. So I just keep and I'm like, you are not letting this house go. At least figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
you want to sell it, if you can, or if you can't, at least you'll know. You can't
Yeah.
just have a house just sitting in Mesa, just like with your name attached to it, and not. Why don't you? But he has this scaredy cat thing going on that I'm like, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
his house or it's not his house. He
it is.
just
His
oh
name is his name is on the. It's every time I pulled it up in Privy, Pop Streams, Zillow. I pulled it up everywhere. I pull it up, even when I pulled it up in the, I think it's the Maricopa County Assessor's Office, and his name is attached in everything I pull up. His name is on it.
Got it. Okay. So, but it's the debt that we're having a problem with.
Yeah, finding out, because I pulled up, he has some property tax liens, and look at me. Watch the newbie try to figure out all the terminology and sound like I know exactly what I'm talking about. So no, so he gets a tax liens, HOA, like past HOA fees. Yeah, so I have all of that, even printed them out just to like, so I can just have them right when I need them for when I'm, not home, and I just
Yeah.
walk with them.
Got it.
Can you do that for motorcycles too? I got a motorcycle that needs a title.
I'm not so familiar with that. I think you have to do DMV stuff.
Yeah. Probably costs the same amount of money too.
Probably.
So I'll just keep you posted. Like I said, that particular one, like I do want to run a full title, but I don't know if it was a woman that the owner of the house, he has a connection to Arizona title, a little woman named Laura, but she said like almost 6,700 for the full title search. So that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I figured to find out what's going on with it, I think if I can get something less expensive, that would be great. But I'm so curious, and so is he. But he's kind of lax, so I have to like take the reins, and sometimes I want to take him and go, "What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
House." So yeah, and then I have a whole new So I don't know. I'll see. But if you if you know anybody that possibly can do a full title search for lower price, that'd be awesome.
Does he want to sell it?
I
Have you
think
talked
he
to him
wants
about selling it?
Yeah, if it's possible, I think he might want to keep it, but he there's a lot. He's got to come out and get have funds on it. So he's even willing to sell it to me. But then I would have to obviously, I didn't know if something with I just learned this PML?
Private money lender?
Yeah.
Right. If I wanted to buy it for me as an investor and then fix it up and then go from there.
Yeah, with a private money lender, you'd have to come up with an exit strategy, either short term, long term, Airbnb, midterm, wrap, lease to own, something.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking more long term. But I'm trying to not jump the gun, even though I know, obviously, like you said, Ron, I have to have an exit strategy. But I'm trying to, because I have so much going on, I'm trying to go step by step and still have the exit strategy, because then I'm like, oh, wait, full title. Oh, wait, over here. And then I'm going to get myself overwhelmed being, I'm not like just
from what I'm learning, underwriting will help you get an exit strategy, because it'll show you. Will it ever show you? If you're trying to do this, then this isn't going to work. If you're trying to do this, then this isn't going to work. But that's what Myron said he's going to do a video on Wednesday.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that, to put that with the knowledge that I have. And like I said, I mean, for me and Drake's a Gator. Kent, are you a Gator too?
I am.
I mean, you got two Gators right there. They're all about the money. I mean, if you want to wrestle with some Gators, they're all about that.
I'm trying to wrestle with that guy, Chris. Did you watch that, Myron, on the 11-day challenge? No? He's got like a whole spreadsheet set up where he's like ready to help out like all the Gators. Just the guy's made like, I don't know, 150 million or something in like the last 6 months or something. His goal is to make 500,000 a month. I was like, are you,
Oh my
and
God.
he thinks he can do it.
Wrestling?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's got like some connection with the contractors and they just keep coming to him for deals. So yeah, um, I think I have the spreadsheet up right here. Yeah, it's right here. I'll put it in the chat. Check it out.
What Chris who?
Chris Jeff with Prima Fund.
Oh, okay.
Check out this his spreadsheet. He's got a video on that he talks about it too. But
Yeah. He did it on the 12 days of Christmas thing.
yeah, he did it on the 11th day. Check out that that spreadsheet. He has all his deals on there that are coming up, and like it's just in the beginning stages of this thing too. So when this thing gets really up and running, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like waiting list like crazy when people start really hearing about this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Not too crazy looking. It's just a
No, right. I mean, I'm saying like it's the beginning stages of this.
yeah,
And he has like, if you go all the way to the right, he has it so that um people that just have like $2,000 can actually get in on this too. It's not like you have to have 55 grand or 91 grand like it says there. You just fill out one of those available slots and just if you've got 2 grand, you just say, okay, I'm gonna put 2 grand in there, and then it subtracts from the still available.
got it.
So that's how he gets people to just, and then it tells you how much you'll get in return on the next column.
Look at all the
It's,
people just like sitting there. 7 people
yeah.
just sitting there with this open.
Yeah. Well, and then shows the closing dates in that column. So,
Yeah,
and then, obviously the ones that are first position are probably going to fill up fast, but he says this is like he's got a lot of deals like in the pipeline that he just doesn't have the time to like populate this spreadsheet. So he's hiring someone to do that for him, and when that
Oh,
gets
cool.
rolling, this will really start rolling. This is like the only thing I've seen so far with the Gator that like would be easy enough for someone to like, because you know how hard it is to get those EMD deals. They're gone in like a second. And
Yeah. Those are based on relationship mainly.
yeah, I mean, I thought I was gonna have to like go outside of sub two to find any of that kind of deal, like Facebook groups or something, letting people know about that. But I think this is a great idea what he did here.
Cool.
Yeah, he was trying to do the sub two thing, and he heard about Gator and just didn't want to miss out on it, and then just found that one connection. Some guy had a whole bunch of contractors that were getting jobs, and then word of mouth got out, and now he's just ridiculous. I think it wasn't 150 million. I think it was 150,000 in the last 5-6 months or something.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
not bad, not bad. Gym teacher to now massive investor.
Gym teacher? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a gym teacher, and has no idea like what he's doing. I think that's what he was saying. Like he's got to get like he's trying to get some help on how to really like make sure that he's staying within the lines of the law and shit with the securities or something.
Yeah. Mm,
I don't know what he would run into.
I mean, the only thing I can see, there's not really any underwriting. So it's secured by first lien, which isn't that good. There's a
What he
Detroit 14. Oh wait, no,
there
that
is
is
there is
that is
underwriting. there's folders in here.
Oh, I didn't know those were folders.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's folders that contain the whole job, and there's lots of information, and there's an underwriting section. Yeah, gives you all the information about each job. I just wish there was like some pictures. I guess you could copy the address and then go into like
yeah,
option or something.
interesting.
But take notes, do something like this, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
yeah, something like it. I'm interested in doing something like it. Yes.
I
This
mean,
is this is a good way to like get a lot of people to see the deals that you're
yeah,
interested
right.
in. I think that's a lot of people's problems is they just don't
Yeah.
know what's out there.
They can't find, yeah, exactly. They're not making the calls to the people, and I mean that's what I was gonna start doing is just start really hitting the phone trying to find those private money lenders. And then, but yeah, I
Lenders
don't
are
know.
easy to find, honestly. It's the good deals that are hard to find.
Right, exactly. It's easier to find the private money lenders, right? Would you say a good way of finding them is just use like going on like Privy or PropStream and then finding all the guys that are doing like 5, 6 flips or something, and it will show who's the lender.
You could, yeah, who's in second lien, but who just go to Gator. Go into the Gator group. There's plenty of people with,
Yeah, it's true. That's the other thing. I literally just save the chats and
yeah.
then just go through all of those. There's millions of dollars through there, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I needed 40,000 to close a deal in San Antonio and found it in one day. And Jade and I needed like 30,000, found it in one day.
Yeah, I'm working on my corporate credit.
Oh, Gator didn't work out, but huh?
I'm working on building the corporate credit. They say that it'll take 4 months to get 200 grand
Yeah.
by getting your score between 80 and 100. I'm skeptical to see if that's how fast it'll take. People say it's more like a year.
I haven't done the corporate credit thing,
You
but I'm
didn't?
hearing that it takes a long time because you're having to go do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, PCS has like this formula. You take out 6 credit cards, $50 each on each one of them, and then you just do that every month for 4 months. And they claim that you will be at 200K as long as your personal credit's not shot.
Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, okay. I didn't hear anything about personal credit being involved, but I can
Like
see how,
when it comes time to go get the loans from the banks, they're saying if your personal credit's not that great, I think it would affect you trying to get like a bigger loan versus, I mean,
right,
I'm sure
some kind
that,
of personal guarantee. Yeah.
yeah, but then it's just a matter of doing that a bunch of times to build up the credit, right?
Right,
I had
right.
a, I had a real hard time getting the bank to give me a business account because of how it was anonymous and everything. And it was just a matter of a uneducated manager, I guess, young manager who didn't he had no idea what the hell I was doing. He's like, "What is this?" Like he basically went on Google and just typed in my business name to see if it existed and it didn't come up, right? So he's like, "Well, I guess it doesn't exist." I'm like, "That's not how you do this." But um so he like kicked me out of the bank basically, and then I was so pissed off, and then a couple hours later his boss calls me to apologizes to me about, oh, I'm sorry, they don't know, they've never seen anything like this before. They're not used to that. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. I was like, all right. It was just Chase.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hey,
And
hey, Marvin, I have a question for you. I'm sorry,
no, I was
because
gonna
I
say
know we're getting
REI
ready to.
reply. I was gonna say REI reply denied me. I don't know why. Maybe because it's anonymous. Who knows?
Hmm.
No idea. No idea why.
I don't
And
know.
Pace keeps saying, oh, REI reply, and I was looking forward to that because it was, wire transfers and stuff online, and all that business.
Oh, you mean Relay?
Yeah, my bad. I said REI applied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Relay.
Relay.
We use Relay and Chase.
Yeah. It denied me. I don't know why.
And I had to take my EIN is really all
I
I had.
I took all that stuff.
Oh,
And the worst part is they wouldn't tell me why they denied me. They're like, we don't have to tell you why. I was like,
yeah.
you won't
It
let me
is.
fix it?
I don't
Oh
know.
man. But whatever.
All right, Duran. Yes, sir.
Okay, last question. Because you guys are talking about building credit. Because my whole thing is I don't want to use my own. Is that, am I wrong on that? Or
No, you don't want to use your own money, but it's a way to use your own money. It takes a while, right? If you
Kent
don't
is
have,
talking about the Gator program. So what they were doing,
oh, okay.
yeah,
That's why I don't understand. I'm so too. He's Gator. Got it.
there's a
Got it.
way that you can put your LLC and run up business credit. So there are some people that when I first started, they were doing this. Gator wasn't even out, but he's like, yeah, we just got $1 million in business credit, like credit cards. And I'm just gonna go take my $1 million in credit and go flip houses with it. Instead of going hard money, I'm gonna fund all my own stuff. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. And then shortly after that, the Gator program came out. And it's the same thing.
yeah,
So
but I
you
don't
have to
think
like build up your credit with some kind of, it's a tiered credit card system, but you don't need
yeah.
to worry about that right now. You need to worry about calling agents and getting LOIs sent out.
Okay. Yeah. Just wondering if I was getting sidetracked by the shiny object. I was like, wait a minute, I want to do
Yeah.
that. How come I want to get that? But
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Anyways, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Checking
yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
So what I would just say next steps for you all, just keep what you're doing. You have the script, right, for agent outreach. And if you have questions, DM Jade on Instagram or get in touch with her. Are you okay if I say that, Jade?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Uh, yeah, if you have questions, like send it to Jade or ask Jade questions. If you see like a recurring question, like a recurring objection come up, message her. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, get her on the phone or get her scheduled for a call as quick as you can to go over objections, and we can send out an offer, help you all send out an offer. Is that cool?
Yeah. No, I got you. It seems like I'm gonna have to pull a bigger list than because Buda didn't give us much to. Our pond is kind of small in Buda, and yeah, Drake, I said it right. um, so, but anyways,
Yeah,
yep,
so
got it.
I guess the thing with that list is like if you pull Austin, it's usually the same realtors that computers right there. They're they're covering all over, so usually the same thing. But I was gonna ask you, Myron. I forgot actually. I forgot the question.
I have
Got
a question.
sidetracked.
What about Austin and San Antonio or Corpus Christi or you need more Houston. You know, do another. Harris County has a bunch.
Mhm. All
So
right.
I like Austin too, but Austin is a little weird, man, because I know it's weird, but Austin is weird as far as equity because a lot of the houses were bought expensive, like they were very expensive when they were bought, and the comps are upside down, right? So they're selling at a loss in Austin.
Mhm.
And if you're going to take over a mortgage at, let's say it's $1 million home and the comps are 700 or 800, then what are you going to do with that thing? And make sure that if you're trying to wholesale it, you're trying to wholesale it to an investor. What does an investor do? They make money. So if I take over this mortgage at a $4,000 rent, or not rent rate, but a mortgage, a $4,000 a month mortgage, but I can only rent it for 3, I'm going to be losing more than $1,000 a month.
No one's selling deals over there.
So Austin is a little funky. So you got to know where you're. Go to the markets that didn't go upside down, right?
Mhm.
So
How do you find them?
I'm gonna lean on you more because we don't really work Austin because of all that hectic crap that happened. We just kind of
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump out for a little bit.
and I think that is the case with Austin specifically. But
Yeah.
with the areas around Austin that are growing very rapidly, I don't think it's the case.
Okay. Yeah. Go to those. Go to
Yeah,
those.
like yeah.
How do you see that? What's the signs for that?
He just knows.
Oh, you just know that they're happening?
I mean, I grew up here, so I know the
Oh, I
area.
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
For like for me, for like pulling lists, how would I mean, is there is there any indication when I'm looking at the numbers? Well, yeah, there should be an indication when I'm looking at the numbers. Would it be the estimated what it could the estimated payment, estimated rent, or would I have to go in there and comp the rent rate?
There is an estimated rent rate in PropStream. So you can pull that list and then
ARV versus the rent rate?
no, it would be estimated payment versus estimated rent. Yeah, it'll be close, but it'll be close. So I would get with Drake and say, hey, what areas am I pulling? Like what cities should I focus on? And make a list and get those cities and just pull those certain cities.
Okay, got it.
I remember what I was gonna ask you, Myron. Are we recording these calls, or does it matter, or like for you guys, I guess?
I would suggest that you record some calls. Um,
It's good to
it's
hear them in the beginning, right?
yeah.
Compared to how you end up later on.
Yeah, it's good to record. I want to do a challenge, like to bring in calls and us break them down.
Hmm.
I wouldn't worry so much about that right now, but if you have the ability to do it already, then do it. Because it's
Yeah.
just like anything else, anything, recording yourself doing stuff, sports, you know what I'm saying? Just like anything, you're gonna get better watching yourself.
YouTube channel would be nice to see that from beginning to end.
So I use my laptop on sorry, Mickey, just one more thing. I use Photo Booth on Mac to record
Hmm.
myself. Or you can use Loom to record yourself. And I think Jade did that for a while, but I use Photo Booth. You can use Loom. Loom is like $10 a month. And you set your laptop up and be on your phone. So it's recording you.
All right.
I know you guys, I know you gotta go, but I did have a unicorn agent right now that keeps sending me his listings, sub twos, pre foreclosures, and I'm just I don't know what to do. I mean, I know, but I feel like I still need like some help because he just like even like last night he sent me a pre foreclosure sub two, and I was like, sure, I'm on it. No, I'm not because I didn't know what to do. But I was where to reach out, like who could I reach out to, like specifically, or like to just kind of guide me like the next steps. Like he sent me the mortgage statement for the sub two, and then he sent me 3 other ones that I think the next one is a pre foreclosure, and I have to go look at. But I just want to make sure that when I ask the right questions, and I just don't want I want him to believe that I know exactly what I'm doing. But I want to make sure that if they're good leads, that I just because I don't know what to do, just let them go because they're like going like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm. So
So just
what kind of help do you need exactly?
So once he sends me these leads,
Yeah.
and then I'm supposed to do, like in my mind, from what I've learned, like the 4 pillars, right? And
Yeah.
ask questions. Like they're why they're selling, and so once I get, like, I've been asking him to send me the bank statements, but he's just texting me. I'm guessing he's really busy, so he just texts me. I was like, well, can you send me the bank statements? And he's like, oh, one's a pre-foreclosure and this one is sub two. I'm like, should I just call him and just not, because in my mind I'm like, I don't want to bother him, but it's business. There is no such thing,
I was about to say that.
right?
Yep. But okay, so do you want to send it to somebody? Like, do you want to send some leads to Jade to have her look at them, or
That right, that part. Yep. I
okay,
want to see, like, if somebody can look at it, like, Mickey, don't waste your time. Keep going. Because I
okay.
don't want to, like, get all detailed and it's something, because I'm not sure about all the details, if they're good or bad, or if it's even worth even, going further.
Jade, do you want her to call you or text you? Jade put her phone number in the chat, but I don't know if she wants phone calls or what.
Shoot me a text first.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
what I like, so people call me and I don't even know who they are and I don't answer. And if they send me a text like, hey, I have a lead, I have a deal. Can I call you right now? Yes, it's like my phone is on fire, right? But if
You're a
they just
celebrity
call
now.
me and I don't know what's going on, I don't know who they are. I don't know what it is. I'm not like
Celebrity
no one's
problem.
checking me for bill collection or anything. It's just like I don't know what's going on. So text her like an address and what's going on.
Okay.
That helps me. And then she has PropStream and Batch. She can look up what the what the mortgage might be and kind of work it out. Right.
Okay.
And she'll end up either sending it to me or our underwriter James to underwrite what an offer could look like.
I have a question.
Okay. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And I know, like, the details, which I also learned, like giving details, your people are more liable to, like, help you and reach out to, you can't just be like vague about what's going on or a property.
But just be if you're more on the integrator side, I don't think you are, but people who are on the integrator side, if you send too many details, I won't even read it. I'm like, if
It's too
just
much.
send me like what's pertinent. I don't need the whole story of everything in the world. Just send me what's pertinent and then I'll be able to take action.
Okay.
Just that's for everybody, not exactly for you, Mickey.
Got it. Awesome.
Okay, so
All
you have
right.
Jade's number and you can send her a message on some of these things.
Will
Kent,
do.
were you?
Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Myron. I appreciate it. See, this is all I need. This is what I need. This is why I'm here.
Yeah, love it. Thank you for showing up. Kent, did you have
Thanks.
a question, buddy?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were using like for the contracts or the LOIs, is that Sheet Go or something like that? You ever heard of Sheet Go?
Uh-uh.
It's like a like a generator, contract generator type of thing.
Let me look it up. Let me see.
It's with Google or something. So you can like you load up like Pace's contracts and it would like take them so that you don't have to constantly fill out all these
Um,
contracts. It would do it for you, kind of.
okay, yeah. So I actually, whatever this is, I built my own automation. But I'll look at this. No, I'm not using SheetGo. I built the script out for myself.
That's what's up. And it's a monthly or a yearly or a one-time fee.
What?
You're the one that the one that you're using.
Like to generate LOIs
Yeah,
is either monthly or you can just pay one time. But I'm not trying to market that on these calls.
I see.
That's something you don't have to worry about that right now.
All right.
Maybe down the line. Let's get some deals sent in.
Gotcha.
Sweet. Okay.
Jackson needs to hit me up. I
Yeah.
gotta go to see Santa with my little girl later on, so hopefully he sets. I'm just gonna start working on the list until I hear from him, like building the other ones. Honestly, the last couple times that I've been distracted is because my wife works 1 day a week, and trying to watch my little girl when she's working that 1 day a week is
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's hard to I can't come in the garage and work with her, so
Yeah. I
it's
know.
difficult. That's why it's nice to have the lists all ready to go, and I'm just checking my phone and making phone calls and stuff. But
Cool.
yeah. Anyways, I'll
All right,
talk
y'all.
to you later.
Well, it's Monday is Christmas, so we're gonna skip that meeting, and then Wednesday we'll come back and we'll do some underwriting. Hopefully, I'd like to get some more people on and talk about goal setting, because I don't think underwriting is gonna take that long, maybe half an hour, and then we'll get some more goal setting going through. Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
That works for me.
All right, y'all. Thank
Probably
you.
have more
Yes,
people next
sir.
week or
Thank you.
something later.
Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye bye.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.